I bought it.
So I traded that old boat motor in my other video for this 1995 Suzuki GSX 600 Katana. Different people, but one for one. Anyway, I got poking around. I tightened some things and loosened some things and kind of just did some cleaning overall, but I don't actually have the key yet, so can't get under the seat, can't get to the battery yet, can't get it started. I got the fairings over here, pretty well loved. Well, I pulled the battery and it's pretty good and full of liquid, but we got some creative work on the top here, and you know, I should replace this, but we're gonna see what happens when we charge her up a little bit. Just went to screw this back in there to clip her on, but this thing just came right off. The guy I got it from said he was having electrical problems. That might be part of it. Well, that battery's been charging for a while. It's still only measuring 5 ohms when I put it on the thing. We did get it running. We had it jumper cabled up to old Red out there, and she ran pretty well, but she smokes like an early 2000s BMW, and a lot of it's coming from this area down here. I wiped the motor down before I put any oil in it, and I caught a drip here. There's some drips over here, so I think that this oil pan is seeping a little bit. Maybe it's the same on the other side. But this is kind of where the smoke is coming from, so that might be it. Oh, that's sketchy enough. I mean, I just bought this oil. I'm not going to buy new oil. Come on. Just poking around in here and saw some little flakes of metal. Decided to check them out. There's actually melted lead from the battery exploding from the previous owner. So I dropped the bottom off looking for some answers. All things considered, this part doesn't look too bad. This gasket does not look terrible. But I found underneath here, someone forgot to remove a little bit of paper gasket. And I think that there is enough to leak. There's a corresponding mark on yonder gasket, but I think that's going to be fine. I think it's going to seal once it doesn't have that in the way. I was wrong. This battery was fine. It worked. It ran. I drove it. And if you look, that's all she leaked in like 15 hours. Good enough to keep outside or in a barn or something. I'd say these mirrors could probably use some help too.
You bought it?
I bought it.
How much?
$200.
$200.
Boy, isn't she a beaut. I don't actually need gas, to be honest. I also don't want to ride this for a ride.
Yeah,
So
you want to go back to your house?
First stop is back to my house.
How does it ride?
Oh, it runs great, dude. Nope.
Fired right up.
Fired right up.
And she's looking a little rougher though when I sold her.
Yeah. Well, it didn't leak oil anymore. I figured that out.
It doesn't leak oil anymore?
Not as much as it did.
When I sold it, it didn't leak a drop. The only thing I ever took off was that it's actually got a broken bolt in it. That wasn't me. That was from the previous one too.
Here?
Yeah.
I got that out.
You got the broken. Well, you got one out?
Yeah.
Oh, good for
Right
you.
here. There's another little
There's
snapped little
broken,
chunk.
There's a
on the
broken off
engine.
casting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was JB welded when I bought it, but I broke the JB weld.
Well, I remember you were saying you were kind of sad you got rid of it because it was your first bike, and now your brother has a sports bike, so you need to have something to keep up with him. I'm gonna say, I only paid $200. This is yours. If you want it back as your first bike. I didn't touch it.
It was a little low, maybe.
Yeah. Go take it for a spin.
We got our fairings pulled out and our new fairing bolt kit, but I'm not gonna do this. This is going for the next guy because, well, For a ride, chain gave up. Did a number of this plate. You can see there's a bolt ripped out. Oh boy. You can see there's a bolt ripped out in there. I guess that had already been repaired once, so maybe this is a repeat offender. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. I guess lube your chains, but I got other things to deal with here, so on to the next. On to the next.